Hello, LumioseStation, Elmas here, and I have for you guys today another episode of Showdown Showoff with Elmas, of course. Now, if you guys do enjoy this episode, make sure to show up supporting, hit the like button down below. I think last week's episode almost got up to 200 likes, so the goal for this one is to destroy, annihilate, obliterate 200 likes. So of course, if you do enjoy it, then you know what to do. Also, if my link in the description doesn't work, I normally reply to comments in the comment section below. So if you see me respond to a comment, then just check there. You can always just put my name in the search bar and my YouTube will come up. It's just, for some reason, I can't do a custom URL yet. And I told Nappy that I would try to make it a custom URL, but I have to talk to him about that and just, yeah, YouTube is just being dumb. Anyways, for today we are going to be doing UU because last week I said that this week would be UU because a lot of you guys voted for UU the week before last, but I decided to do RU because I did a UU for the first episode. So yeah, we're doing UU again, basically. And I'm gonna say right now, this is not my team. This is a team that I got off of the sample team thread from UU, just because it looked like a lot of fun. And right now, I don't really have too many ideas for UU teams. So I hope you guys are not bothered by that. But I, by all means, do not take any credit for this team. It's just, it looked like a very, very fun team, and I really did want to use it. And plus, Superior is probably one of my all-time favorite Pokemon, and just, yeah, anyways, let's go get a battle. Alright, so we find a pretty scary looking team. I like the Mega Beedrill, I really do. His Crobat definitely has Defog. His Azelf is definitely his Stealth Walker. This could potentially be Scarfed Chandelure, DD Ments, and DD Gator, so these two are going to be two mons that I have to watch out for. As for leads though, I want to say I can just lead off with my Aerodactyl, to be honest. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just lead off with Aerodactyl. As he ends up leading off with Gator, that's not good for me at all. This is quite bad actually. This is not good. I'm just gonna go straight for the Aerial Ace just to get off as much damage as I can, as I get off a solid 47%, as he actually goes for the Crunch. Okay, so he predicted me to switch out there, which is not a bad play at all on his part. So I think I'm gonna just take this chance to switch right into my Toad potentially, or actually I think I'd rather be aggressive. As much as I want to keep Mega Arrow, it's just that this Gator is such a threat to my team. So I'm gonna go for Aerial Ace again, as he decides to go for the Waterfall here. This is really good for me, seeing as now I can get a free switch into Cobalion or Superior, although losing Aerodactyl is really gonna hurt me here. I could bring in Toad, although I don't know, I think I'd rather bring Cobalion, to be honest, because an Iron Head will definitely knock him out of this range of HP, as he opts to switch out to Crobat, and I get pretty lucky and I get a crit. He could just go for a Roost here, so I think I'm going to be aggressive and go for Swords Dance, as he actually ends up going for the Taunt. Okay. He's probably just going to want to Roost here. So I think what I'm going to do is just switch right into my Toad, as he does decide to go for the Roost. And what I can do here is just pretty much fire off a Scald if he does want to go for the Taunt. I do have a chance to burn him. So I get another crit. I'm sorry, friend. I'm sorry about this. But yeah, just going to go for another Scald as he brings in the Azelf. And I managed to get a burn on that, which is nice, It's really nice, actually. Unfortunately though, nothing on my team outspeeds this now that my Mega Arrow is gone. And I don't know, I really don't want to say it because I feel like he's gonna have Energy Ball. So I can just make the safe switch into Florges, I would assume, as he decides to get up his rocks. That was kind of obvious. That was probably a dumb play on my part. So I'm just gonna fire off a Moonblast here. As what's up with all the taunt? It's fine though, I'm not in a bad scenario. He does get a free switch in the Chandelure now, however. Or Mega Beedrill, which can actually just go for a Poison Jab or U-turn. I think I can just get a free switch into my Tentacruel here. Yeah, because I'm physically defensive, and these don't normally carry Drill Run from what I've seen. So he decides to go for the Poison Jab, as I'm able to take that. And what I can do here is just go for Scald, I would assume. Although I really do just want to go for the Rapid Spin. I think I'd rather be aggressive and go for Scald, because I could potentially burn the incoming... Well, I can knock out the incoming Gator, and I get off a huge hit on the incoming Chandelure, as he does bring in Chandelure, as I do a solid 62%. However, though, this does put me in a scenario where I'm going to be forced to switch out, and Florges should still be able to eat up any hit. As, yeah, that... Are you kidding me? Well, that Spadef drop just really helped him out there. Oh, this is not good. This is really not good at all. Because a Moonblast doesn't knock him out. And if a Shadow Ball did that much, he's definitely spexed. This is not good. This is not good at all. Do I need Superior? If I bring in Superior, I think I can just go for a Glare, potentially. And catch the incoming Crobat. Yeah, I'm gonna just switch right into Superior, because I should be able to live a Shadow Ball. Yeah, just because Superior has some decent bulk to it. So what I'm gonna do is just Dragon Pulse here, potentially. Although I could go for Glare. I think actually going for Glare is my better play, as I catch the incoming Beedrill, so that's good. Now this thing has become a bit less of a threat to me. However, though, he can just safely go for a U-turn again, and I'm probably just going to try to get off as much damage with Dragon Pulse. Because he could U-turn back into Chandelure here. And I don't feel comfortable switching right into Tentacruel. That Spadef drop really messed me up. Then again, I did get 2 crits on him, which I guess would be kind of justifiable of the Spadef drop, putting me in a bad scenario. This is not good. This is not good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just bring Cobalion. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just bring Cobalion. Plus, there's a chance he could just get fully paralyzed. No, unfortunately not, as he gets a crit. Not upset by that at all. Not upset by that at all. It doesn't really bother me, to be honest. If I had Stone Edge, this Chandelure would get annihilated, but yeah, he actually brings in the Mence. I really just want to go for Taunt, because I feel like this could be Dragon Dance. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Taunt. Okay, no, he's Scarfed. Okay then, that was not something I was expecting. I thought he would have just been regular. I don't know, I really don't like Scarf Mence. I feel that's a very bad set for not Mega Man, sorry. But for a Salamence, it's just, I don't know, I don't like it. I really don't. I think it's just a bad set. And here, I'm going to be aggressive and I'm going to get up my rocks, as he decides to bring in the Beedrill, and I'm just going to go for the Earthquake. Yeah, because with him being paralyzed, I would speed him, get off a huge hit, as unfortunately I don't quite knock him out. But he could just bring in Crobat here. Oh, he forfeited. Okay, I'm guessing he thought the battle was over. I don't know why. I mean, he probably still had a chance. Okay, let's see. Maybe he didn't have Defog on Crobat, which would be a little bit odd from the looks of his team. But yeah, his team was pretty weakened at this point. The only threat would have been this Salamence, but I still had Florges here, which could have taken a hit and then synthesized off the damage. So yeah, I still think I would have been able to pull out the victory, so he just saved me time. So yeah, we're going to go get another match. Alright guys, so we got the second battle here, and this dude has a pretty cool looking team. We find another Azelf and Mega Arrow here. This could potentially be Scarfed Rotom Heat from the looks of his team. Superior could be a bit of an issue, so I have to watch out for that. As for leads, though, I kind of just want to lead off with Seismitoad, I think. Yeah. Because he probably has Defog on Arrow, as he leads off with the Azelf. I'm just going to go straight for Scald. And hope. I don't think these typically carry Energy Ball. At least I would assume they don't. Yeah, so he's just going to go straight for the rocks as I get off a decent chunk of damage with the Sclad. And I think I'm going to just try to get up my own rocks here. as he decides to switch into Superior. This is actually kind of bad for me. I'm gonna bring on Florges and see how Florges can potentially take this on, as Leaf Storm does way too much damage. This is not good for me. This is not good for me. I mean, the only thing Florges even remotely stopped on his team was Rotom Heat, I suppose. So I could just go for Moonblast here, because I want to say I can take another Leaf Storm, and then I can bring in Mega Arrow and just knock him out. So yeah, I'm just going to be aggressive in Moonblast here. I just died. Never mind, I just died. Oh, please, Arrow, please, please. Mega Arrow has to knock this out. No, buddy, you are jolly, unfortunately. It is max attack, though, which could come to play a role. Superior. Okay, Aerialist just completely destroys this thing. So that's good for me. Plus, he really has no safe switch-ins on his team. So yeah, I'm just going to Mega Evolve and go straight for the Aerial Ace. I naturally outspeed this anyways, and I'll get off a huge hit on whatever he wants to bring in. I do kind of wish I had Aqua Tail though, just for Krookodile, but it's fine, as Krook does come in. I should still get off a solid 20%. Yeah, 30%, that's good. I feel like he's just going to go for Knockoff here, to be honest. So I could make a risky play and bring Cobalion. I really could. Is it worth it? Should I risk it? I really do want. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna bring Cobalion. Oh no, he Dragon Clawed. What? Why do you have that? I think I can just fire off a close combat here. Yeah, and with me having Shucka Bear, if he does want to EQ, then I can take the hit, but I'm able to straight up knock out the Krookodile, which is great for me, seeing as that was the only real switch-in that he had for my Mega Arrow. He could bring in Rotom here, he could also bring in the Azelf or the Infernape. And honestly, Tentacruel is probably the perfect switch-in to this. This Infernape. So let's see what he's going to want to go for. As he decides to go for the close combat, this is why I didn't want to bring in a Seismitoad, because I didn't want to take the CC damage if he did go for it. So he got off a solid amount of damage, so I want to say this is potentially oh my lord. It's really early, guys, I apologize. I want to say this is potentially Choice Banded, because that still did a pretty good chunk of damage to Tentacruel. If I Acid Spray, that's just a terrible play on my part, because Superior would actually get the Spadef boost. So I could pull a double switch here, I want to say. I really do want to pull a double. But if I lose Mega Arrow, then I lose the battle. And I really don't think I can afford that right now. I think what I want to do is actually go for Scald, and then switch into my Cobalion on the Superior. Yeah, so maybe we can get a burn here. No burn, but we get off an extra little bit of damage. So I'm going to go ahead and bring Cobalion here, just as a soft check to this, as, oh my lord, this thing is doing too much damage to me. And then I'm probably just going to pursue it with Arrow. Yeah, I think that's what's best. So just going to Iron Head as he knocks me out, and then Mega Arrow should be able to just come in, and I should be able to just Pursuit Trap this, because this thing is running rampant on my team, and I cannot allow that to happen. So yeah, able to knock out the Superior, which is really great for me. I definitely outspeed anything he wants to bring in. Unless, of course, again, this is Rotom Scarfed Heat. As much as I do outspeed this, unfortunately, I don't have Aqua Tail. So what I'm going to do is just make the hard switch right into my Seismitoad, and then I'm in a scenario where I can just fire off a Scald again, and with 3/4 of his team being weak to it, that's my best play to do, of course, as he turns out to have the Rock Slide. Okay, he does not want to miss with Stone Edge, which is understandable, completely understandable, IMO. And I'm basically free to fire off a Scald here, as he's probably going to bring in the Azelf. Yeah, unfortunately, even if I do burn this, I don't think I knock it out, as I don't get the burn and he just barely survives. I'm going to protect, just to see if he has Explosion. Yep, got him. Seismitoad coming through. Seismitoad coming through. So yeah, I think I'm in a good scenario to win this still, potentially. I definitely need Toad. The question is, do I bring in... If I bring this in, I get 2 KO'd by close combat. So I think I'd rather bring in Superior, because I feel that I have more use for Tentacruel as opposed to Superior. Yeah, because once he knocks out my Superior, I can bring in Tentacruel and just go for Scald. So he actually ends up going for the U-turn. Okay. Nice play on his part, as he brings back in the Mega Arrow. And I'm just going to Leaf Storm either way, just because I really don't want him getting off a Roost or something along those lines, or potentially setting up, as I get a free switch back into my Toad, and I can just pretty much go for Scald. Yeah, and then I can protect on the Rotom to see what he wants to lock himself into, and it's really good for me either way. So Scald barely fails to knock him out, as I'm just going to protect Scout it to see if he does have the Hidden Power Grass or not, as he ends up going for the Shadow Ball, which means I can just safely go for Scald here. So yeah, Seismitoad putting work in the UU tier, a mon that you don't typically see in UU. I think I may actually use Seismitoad some more, to be perfectly honest. As he brings an Arrow, I'm just going to protect because I want to get back up some lefties, as he decides to go for the Tailwind. Okay, this actually really helps him out. Seeing as his Infernape does now outspeed my Arrow, so that could potentially really hurt me, but I think with Protect I should be able to stall out the Tailwind turn, so I'm not entirely too worried about Tailwind, although it is a tad bit annoying. So I'm just going to protect here again, just to get a bit of leftovers and to stall an extra turn of the Tailwind. Honestly, I want to say I can take a close combat, but I mean, I have Tentacruel here, and as I said, I'm pretty sure this is banded either way. So I'm just going to go for Earthquake here because it's my hardest hitting move. I just died. Oh my lord. It's fine though, because yeah, he's definitely banded. So Tentacruel can just come in here and just knock this out. Yeah, I'm able to take the hit pretty well. And then Scald should knock him out, seeing as he is at -2 spot def. So we are 17 minutes in. I think I can get one more battle. Yeah. Alright guys, we got the final battle here, and this dude has a really scary looking team. Oh my lord, the offense is real. The only wall is now I'm trying to grab Empoleon. Here we go. The only wall is Empoleon, and he's just, you can see him just waiting there. Okay. I don't know why I do these things. Okay, so I want to say he's gonna lead off with Tentacruel. Oh, if I get up a T-Spike, that would be so helpful. Oh no, I can't T-Spike, my bad. He has the Poison type in Beedrill. I could lead off Toad actually. Yeah, I think I'm gonna lead off Seismitoad. As he leads Kier, whoa. I'm gonna protect, see what he wants to lock himself into. I really hope this isn't Subroost, because if this is Subroost, this is gonna be such a problem as he decides to Draco. So the fact that he has Draco automatically tells me that he does not have the substitute, which is really good for me. And I feel the switch into Florges is a little too obvious, but it's still the safest play for me to do. Yeah, it's still the safest play for me to do. So he decided to stay in. I'm able to take the hit, of course, because I am a fairy type. Lol. His best switch in is either Entei or Empoleon, so I think what I'm going to do is double switch into my Seismitoad here, as I managed to catch the incoming Empoleon. So, should I Earthquake or Scald? I want to Scald predicting Hydreigon, and then if I burn that, it'll be such an easy thing to wear down. So yeah, I think I'm going to go for Scald here. As he stays in, I get a crit. No burn though. So I'm just going to Earthquake here. As he brings in the Kyurem, so I managed to catch him. get off a decent chunk of damage, and I'm just going to protect again, see what he wants to lock himself into. Getting up these rocks is really helpful to him. As he decides to lock himself into the earth power, I should be able to easily take that hit. So I think I'm going to just take this opportunity to get up my own rocks and force him to go for defog. Yeah, he could potentially have grass knots. I'm sorry guys that I'm protecting so much, but it's the best play right now, I would assume. So yeah, just gonna go for Earthquake as I get off a solid 44%. And yeah, he's really pressured. I wonder what item he has on this. Because he definitely has Scald, he has Defog, Stealth Rocks. So he can either have Rest with Chesto Berry potentially, a Roar, Flash Cannon, or Grass Knot or HP Grass. Now it's just a matter of, should I get up my rocks again? Yeah, I'm just gonna Stealth Rock again, because rocks really do hurt his team. They hurt half of his team, and with this Empoleon already so worn down, I'll definitely be able to beat this one-on-one at this point. So he's gonna bring in the Manchow. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for this. It's really the best play for me to do. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm sorry. So I can switch into Cobalion here, and if I get the Justify boost, I pretty much just fire off a close combat. Yeah, so he stayed in. Oh, he got me. I just got destroyed. It's fine though, because Mega Arrow can just come in, and I pretty much just go for Aerial Ace. Yeah, so unfortunately Cobalion did get just utterly obliterated. I probably should have played that a lot safer, to be perfectly honest. It was really risky of me to switch right into Cobalion, assuming that he will be Scarfed, considering that most Manchow that I see are Scarfed. So he's going to bring in Hydreigon. The way he brought it in has me thinking that he is definitely a Scarfed himself. So he could make a very good play here and go for the U-turn, which I think would be his best play to do. Yeah, predicting me to bring in Florges. I didn't want to stay in because Arrow does really come in handy for me in this battle. So I really need to make sure I keep Arrow around as he brings in the Mega Beedrill. He can just safely Mega Evolve here. So I could bring in my Tentacruel potentially. Yeah, because it looks like Tentacruel can take any hit from anything on his team. So this is really good for me because if I get up that T-Spike, oh my lord, that T-Spike. Yeah, I'm getting up T-Spike. No. Oh, I keep forgetting this is a poison type. Sorry. My fault. I really want Toxic Spikes, but it's fine. I'm not in a bad scenario. I'm not in a bad scenario at all. So just gonna go straight for the Scald again. Just potentially get a burn or whatever he decides to come as whatever he decides to bring in. As he brings back in the Kyurem, can we get a nice burn on this? Nice burn. No burn, but it's fine. It is all good. As Florges should be able to just take any hit that this thing wants to go for. I myself have been wanting to try out Specs Kyurem. It's just that with Florges in the tier and so many water types, I feel that it's really not all that great, to be perfectly honest. So I think what I'm going to do here is just go for a Wish. Yeah, because he's probably going to want to bring in the Entei, as he actually does not. Okay, I'm actually fine with that. That actually kind of helps me out. I'm guessing he thought I would predict a switch into Entei, which isn't a bad play at all, as I can just go for the Moonblast here, as he makes a terrible play. It just died. That was a very risky play that I don't think he should have made. As Mega Beedrill comes in, unfortunately, I'm going to be forced to switch out once more. If he does Poison Jab, I think he can just 2-hit KO my Tentacruel at this point. Oh, he barely 2-hit KOs me. Just barely. So I think I'm pretty safe by just going for Scald. Or, you know what I could do? I want a Toxic Spike, predicting him to go for another Poison Jab, but honestly, his best play to do is go for Knockoff or U-turn. Yeah, because what I was hoping was that he would go for Poison Jab, finish off my Tentacruel. As I got up that T-Spike, I could then bring in Mega Arrow to go for the Pursuit and knock him out. I feel like he's just gonna Ice Beam here. I'm just gonna Scald. Yeah, I'm just gonna Scald. I outspeed him? What? Why? Why was I faster? Is he running max attack and max HP? That would be the only thing I can think of. Okay. I don't know why I outsped him there. And now I can just Pursuit Trap this Beedrill, which is really good for me because I won't have to worry about it anymore. I really like Mega Beedrill. I really wish it was a lot better in Yu though. I really like it. It hits really hard. It's just that it doesn't hit hard enough, if you get what I mean. It misses out on so many OKOs and 2 KOs, and yeah, at that point the battle was pretty much over. So yeah, let's take a quick look at the team again. I really like this team actually. I know it's not my team, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video. This is not my team. I don't take credit for any of these Pokemon. Although I did change up the Superior set, but that's just because I like Dragon Pulse over Hidden Power Ice. And just yeah, I really like Seismitoad. I will definitely be using this more again in Yu. This snake put in a lot of work. All the protects and just yeah. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Of course, guys, let's try to destroy and just get past 200 likes for this episode. Show off your support. And again, if my link in the description does not work, an easier way would probably actually be to go to my Twitter, and in my Twitter I have my channel link there, so you can click my Twitter, follow me if you want, or just click my Twitter, go to my channel, and just subscribe to me if you would like to do so. And yeah, with that being said, guys, thank you all for watching. I will see you all next Thursday with another episode of Showdown Show Off with me, of course, Elmas. And with that being said, later everybody.